Hi, my name is Dr. Rachel Lax, and I'm a postdoctoral fellow at Center for Anxiety. Today I'm going to be talking to you about what it means to be a cognitive behavioral therapist and how our role is not so different from the patients that we serve. As therapists, we're always growing, learning, studying, and discovering, just like the patients that we work with. Nothing in life is absolutely certain, and this is an uncomfortable thing to think about. Yet, this is also something we all have to be able to tolerate to get through day-to-day life. For example, we never know what's going to happen when we step outside of our homes. Will we trip and fall and embarrass ourselves? Will we catch a cold from someone at work? Will someone think something judgmental about us when we speak up during a meeting? There's so much uncertainty in life, and nobody has all the answers. Cognitive behavioral therapy, also known as CBT, isn't about having all the answers. It's about conducting behavioral experiments and being able to tolerate the uncertainty in the moment. This is the premise of exposure therapy. Exposure therapy is the treatment that we use for individuals with varying types of anxiety. Through exposures, we systematically expose a person to stimuli that they find distressing with increasing levels of difficulty so that the person can habituate to the anxiety. The goal is for the person to be able to tolerate the discomfort of not knowing how something's going to turn out. The more and more a person is exposed to something that's uncomfortable to them, the more that they learn that they're able to sit with the anxiety that they feel. And through this process, the anxiety becomes less and less over time. For example, for a person with social anxiety, we might conduct an exposure in which the person goes to a cafe and has to order a drink at the counter in person instead of ordering their drink online and avoiding social interaction with the cashier. This requires a lot of learning and discovery on the part of both the patient and the therapist. The patient doesn't know if the cashier is judging them, if they're saying the right thing when they place their drink order, if the cashier is going to ask them a question that they didn't anticipate. And as therapists, we don't have the answers either as we're conducting the exposure. We're wondering how long the patient's anxiety will last, what will happen next in the interaction, and when the patient will start to feel more comfortable. This process of behavioral experimentation allows us all, both the patients and the therapists, to learn and grow. It's definitely harder than having certainty and knowing how things are going to turn out, but it helps us to tolerate the uncertainty that's just inherent to life. This is an important message for us all to keep in mind, even if we don't necessarily struggle with anxiety. That is why we at Center for Anxiety keep core values about always growing. We strive to learn, improve, and grow, and we help each other and our patients to push perceived limits. We at Center for Anxiety pride ourselves on this learning and growing. We keep on top of the latest research to provide evidence-based treatments to our patients. We strive to always be learning more from each other in weekly team meetings. The director of our practice, Dr. David Rosemarin, has even said that he learns more from his students than he does from his own teachers and mentors. This is a true testament to the utility of keeping a growth-oriented mind. We should not pretend to have all of the answers. We should not set ourselves up for this expectation, and we should be transparent about this with our patients as well. Studying, discovering, and improving is a healthier approach, and it's a better approach to take than always knowing. I hope you found this message to be helpful, and that you can use these principles in day-to-day life to live life and tolerate uncertainty with the hopes of growing. Thank you so much for watching.